Hi everyone. Hi, I just wanted to talk about, or make a short video about one of my incarnations on Earth, from who I incarnated from, one of the Aesir Grey race beings, whose Stargate number or code is 0101, or just number one. And I actually learnt this from David Wilcock. He put a video up the other day where he's talking about them, how they come to Earth in Viking times, and one of them incarnated as Thor, which is me. This is what I talk about in my book. This is one of my past lives or incarnations as Thor. And also in my book, I talk about a grey being named Ram who landed on a picture on my computer. The picture was quite important that he landed on, from the Who album cover called "We Won't Get Fooled Again," Who's Next album. But I won't go into all that right now. But he landed on that and told me I had a previous life as a Viking, and he didn't say it was Thor. I found this out later, but um, this is why Ram. His name was Ram. He introduced himself as Ram, little grey being, about 4 feet tall, I think. But yeah, he's one of my spirit guides, and this is, now I know this is why, because I used to be one of them, and I could still be, I don't know, in another incarnation at the same time. This is what happens with incarnations. You see, with souls, you have your higher soul and you have an aspect soul, which every time you incarnate, just a small spark of the higher soul is sent down to incarnate, and it's called an aspect soul, just a little bit, but it forms into a little being itself inside you. And I've seen one in the picture on the Who album cover I was talking about, and they're just a little, I don't know how big they are, but they can be as big as they like, but I suppose they wouldn't be much bigger than that. And they kind of look like Grover off Sesame Street. They've got this trunk on the end of their nose which sucks in light, and they can see out of your right eye. They use the right eye only because that's the black light of death, and the left eye is for the white light of life, which I represent, and hopefully you do too, watching this. Um, But yeah, the incarnation's a funny thing, because you start to learn that, like, I've had all these positive incarnations, going back to Athena, goddess Athena, Khnum, the ram-headed man in Egypt, Buddha, Siddhartha, um, myself, and who else is he? Oh, Thor. And I've had one negative one too. We all have a negative incarnation as well, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter if you gain enlightenment in the other ones, you're still going to have a positive and a negative one too. My negative one turned out to be Hermann Goring in the Nazi era, back in the 40s. And I'm okay with that. I got over it, and I forgave him for what he's done, and that's okay. If he wants to continue with the negative side of things, and then he will. But I hope he depolarizes and does what I'm doing. But it's up to him, I suppose. So yeah, but while you're having this life, also there could be another you, another self of you in the same timeline, who's incarnated from your soul as well. It's quite trippy, when you really start to understand it. I mean, I heard a channeling by a guy called Sam the Illusionist. He's on YouTube. He's a really good following. And I tell you now, it's all true channelings. They are all true. I mean, I was a bit skeptical to start with about a year ago when I come across him because he called it the Galactic Federation. And I'd only heard of the Confederation of Planets being in our solar system, with a lot of Venus guys there and a few from Orion. Um, a few Anunnaki positive guys are on there too. So I was a bit skeptical when I heard these people talking about the Galactic Federation or the Galactic Federation of Light. They don't call it Galactic Federation of Light, just the Galactic Federation and Confederation of Planets. So they really don't care what we call them. But yeah, and then I come across another video of this guy saying how he come across a guy on Twitter in the late 90s saying how he made it all up. But here's the thing with that. That guy may have thought he made it up, that name, but it come through his imagination. And everything in your imagination is true. It's true. Because all their thoughts are given to us by our spirit guides, um, anyone you're connected with above, below. Everyone's down below, in Middle Earth, because we can't escape this realm yet. So yeah, even negative thoughts are put into you to keep you away from somewhere bad you're going to as well. I mean, I heard this in a Jesus channeling. He talked about this, and it's true. But yeah, it's funny how you start to figure out how these incarnations work, because we think of time as this 24-hour bullshit that on Earth, and it's just it's wrong. It's partly right. I mean, but it's a hard concept to get into. Not right now, anyway. But yeah, I was quite amazed to find out that I was part of the Aesir Grey race beings who I don't know how they come to be. They may have originated from plant life form. A lot of the grey beings are. Some of them do here on Earth too. Because some of the UFOs you see in the sky are natural. They're a natural phenomena where they come out of plant life from the light. And every blade of grass or bush, whatever, has an eye in it, much like a third eye. And it holds the light. And, this is how things survive. They're holding light. But they can come to be, form their own craft, and that craft can land somewhere, and the consciousness from the craft will be in a forest area or somewhere like that, and it'll just manifest into a grey-like being. It doesn't have to have a big pear-shaped head or anything. It'll have any shape really, but yeah, that's how a lot of them come to be. Not all of them, but some of them. So yeah, it's quite fascinating. Starting to learn a lot, and learning a lot more from Sam the Illusionist, his channelings from the Confederation of Planets and Galactic Federation. Yeah, big thanks to those guys up there. Yeah, so if you're hearing this for the first time, get over there and tune into that channel. It's true. It's true. I mean, it's just a bit hard to believe, because you hear him lying down, you hear this voice coming to him, and you think, oh, that's bullshit, but it's not. Because if you listen to enough of them, you'll notice how the voice changes from the different being talking through him, and because that's what a lot of humans have to channel, like, if they can't do it telepathically like I can. The being has to come into their body and talk through them. They don't even know what's being said at the time. That's why he has to record it. and then relay it to us later. So yeah, but I mean I can't telepathically speak to anybody at the moment. I haven't been able to for about a year and a half. Hearing went all funny from the changes I'm going through, going into full fourth density, I suppose. But that'll come back, and yeah, with that, I bid you farewell. Have a great week, and yeah, keep having fun, enjoying life as best as you can. Don't focus on the negative crap going on in the world, because that's what the negative beings want. Just send out as much love light as you can where it's needed, and we'll be okay. Over and out. Amen.